Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up. Alright everybody, welcome back. Hopefully the intro is fine, but if you remember last episode, we spent the entire time doing Tower of Zod. Again, that was a fun ass dungeon. I would love to go back and do that again. Ooh, carrying on as Matanga may have been the true struggle. Where's everybody else at? Is Alizé and everybody else isn't here? Okay, so I guess we just talked to Thancred. Liberated prisoner being transported back to Rod Zahan for treatment. Alizé and your soul will receive administrative of the tempering treatment with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Cutscene? You may now encounter a result with a party of NPCs. To make use of this feature, open the trust interface located under duty in the main menu. I enough rest, have you? Number one for being idle. Right. Arshawn bade us come to Makaduta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Oh, wait. On second thought, you and the stadium should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Rawhide in the Alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me, then. The guardsman at the gate should wave us through. You know, when we delivered Rawhide to the Alchemist, they were not a little excited. Perhaps it was Nadhana's rescue that brought them joy, but given their fascination with Stenny, I'm not quite sure. Oh, God. Yeah, I will say this. I did truly enjoy yesterday's episode doing it for that dungeon. That was, I still want to know how to do that one part. It still makes me curious. Is it you stand still, or do you have to keep moving, or how does it work exactly? Because I seen Alizé got hit by it, and she stopped. I didn't see Thancred or Alphino look like they got hit. If they did, it doesn't seem like it's enough of a damage to actually care if you get hit by it or not. So I'm still very curious on how it works. But nonetheless, figuring out how the boss's movements worked, it was pretty simplistic in nature once you kind of got an idea. And that's the other thing I do like about having the AI. Because I know with games like WoW, I know WoW has it to where you download mods. And then the mods kind of telegraph like what to prepare for in terms of attacks. But this game doesn't have that option in it. Because, you know, it's all visual tells. But playing it with the AI does make the dungeons a lot easier, in my opinion, because they pretty much already know how the fight's going to go, and they have to. Because if they don't, they're probably going to end up dying, and it just makes, you know, player doing the trust missions, doing it almost impossibly. So overall, I do find it a little bit easier with the AI to do those, because it kind of telegraphs what you're supposed to do next, versus you play the guessing game and you hope you're right. Again, it's not always perfect. You could always follow one of the AI and end up getting hit, but if you follow where they're spatial, where they're going spatially, you kind of figure out what to do. They get bunched up together, you're fine. They run away from each other, run the hell away. Tower gone, I expect that state of alert will be lifted. That's cool. Oh, no child, you're free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry station at the fountain up top of the steps should be glad to assist you. I actually am wondering how they're going to do the other towers. I wonder if we're just going to mass produce these talismans, and then the Eorzean city-states are going to go through, and the companies are going to go through and take care of their own stuff, or is it going to involve us as well? Quite curious. Oh yeah, and the other beach tribes can get involved too. Though I've been at Rod Sans before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risking a loss, we had best ask for directions from this sentry at the fountain. Lead the way and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Alright, so Stynian is going to be in our company. Let's go, Stynian, come on. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna let you do all the towers, or are they gonna stop us at one point? I know with the other game you had 2 chapters you got to finish. Well, 2 parts you get to finish. I wonder how many parts are available to finish this time around. Mr. Sizing, I presume I understand you are here for an audience with the Satrap. If you require directions to Magaduda, I should be glad to provide them. Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Rats Ahan. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the ether rights disabled. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. First, please ascend the steps to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will merge on Pasca's path. Proceed. Oh god, I clicked. Oh, let's head up. Sounds straightforward enough. Yeah. I like the fact they actually give you like instructions about where to go in this. This is actually kind of cool. That way, I mean, it's kind of obvious where you're going to go in terms of movement. Like literally open your goddamn map and just look. But it does. I do like the idea that it's there in case you want to know. All right, so there's none inside the city. I was just kind of curious what they were going to do. So I assume this is where we're going. Actually, does Ascian have anything to discuss outside? Doesn't appear so. Heading to Megaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you send a set to either side of me, you'll find the workshops of Reduvian fibers, so you're free to observe the artists to take care not to lose your way. Well, they said to go up the stairs on their right. I do want to see the rest of the area, but I kind of want to carry on with the mission since I kind of use the other episodes as exploring. Wow. They use a lot of colors in this. Jesus Christ. I wonder what it looks like without it. A little bit duller. This one brings out, oh my god, the vibrance just kicks. And it definitely takes away a lot of the haziness. I actually love that. You're here for an airship, afraid all flights have been sent until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, you're not here for an airship. We have business at Magaduda. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simply, really, ascend these steps and then continue straight ahead and across the bridge. You cannot miss it. Oh, cool. Nice, brother. Look at that player. Yeah, I'm an archer too, bitch, but I got 520 gear. I don't need that stuff. Screw their new stuff. I use the old stuff because it's better. I like this place more than I think I like this place a little bit more than Charlotte. Colors are vibrant. My god. Looks like you walked into a clown shop. Jesus Christ, but my god, does it look cool. Something meticulously went through there. I wonder if there's a reason for the patterns. That's awesome. Oh, I have to look over here. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that lighting effect, dude. I like this a lot. This is amazing. Doesn't look as good. I love this. This looks so much better with the vibrant colors. I thank God I have that mod. Thank God I have that extra thing. That does make playing this a lot cooler. It just pops this game out so much. Greetings and welcome to Magaduta. May I inquire after your business? Remember the silence of a dawn come with the invitation of His Excellency. Now, of course, we've been expecting you. Change to the audience chamber, if you would please follow me. Bad thing is, I can halfway pull off an Indian accent. Well, maybe not an Indian accent, but you know how to sound Indian. It's not that hard. Although mine can mix into Middle Eastern at the same time. It's kind of pog. It's Graha? Graha, he's back.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
I just don't feel like Fandaniel's gonna let us do that.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzatan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Oh, imagine their heels.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
You say that now, brother, but my god. All I see when I see that is just like, is just it itching. And oh god, I tear that bitch open.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
You get the Dragon Song piano play? Pog.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
'Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydaelyn hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom we must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsormr did reply, was the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment.
Oh god.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Akasa paths, yes. I wish he could be here with us now.
I know of his clash with Omega and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Burita, Yusel. Papa Lima, where's Hoshafon? Infilia? Where's Hoshafon at?
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
I love the fact that he actually just speaks frickin' English instead of dragon. Oof. That was fun. Any of them? Nope. Alpha and Alizé. I feel like something's gonna happen to these two, man. Apologies again, I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. So what were you and Virtua talking about? Don't worry about it. Nothing. Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let us catch up to them. Like his sister, Tamiya. Virtua is possessed of a gentle soul. I'm glad they're on our side. Archon. Get Archon health? Then it was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let's return to Mulberry Orchard. Oh, I thought maybe they'd have us go with them. Okay, that's fine. Dude. Oh, I'm so glad this expansion came out. I really needed like a game to fill my void. This game always does such a fantastic job at it. Thank God for Square making this game. Thank God for Yoshi P, and thank God for every single person who's in the development team for this game. I understand the mulberries are for the silkworms grown a stone's throw away from the satrap's residence. It gives the quincentennial Thevarian flair, don't you think? From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. This game is fantastic. So much fun. Somebody's probably screaming, "You should go and you turn to the Aetherites. Don't do it. Do it. That way you could just fast travel." I am not fast traveling through the city. I am walking through this artwork. Word Eorzeans appears bind in the local tongue, and this district is so named because it connects to all the other cities. If we managed to come this far, we shouldn't have trouble finding the High Crucible, or so I was told. The street turns under the door straight ahead, then descends the steps. I thought the Prizarm was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Rodzatan. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see what this door takes us to. I wonder if I can attune to the Aetherite. I'm actually probably going to go do that before I talk to Alze and Alphino this time around, just so I can say whether it's attunable or not. I like to attune to this place beforehand, so I don't got to worry about it later. I'm actually going to see if I can do it right now. I wonder if it's still locked. According to Metro Debates, the theater has been temporarily disabled. Okay, I guess it's not open yet. I had hope. It seems we're on the right track. Something just fell from the sky. And here it is, the Aetherite Plaza. So far, so good. There isn't much further to go. Here we just need to cross the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of the two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I expect the others have already collecting the warding skills. Come, let us join them. I wonder if after talking to them it's open. Nope. Yeah, I had hope. What the hell? Damn, it's like I walked into a Mickey D's in India. Clown cousins are real. I just feel like they got really excited with using multiple colors and they just went all out on this bitch. Excellent, your time just in time to hear the latest good news. Students have previously turned to Rodzatan alchemists for help with the analysis of various artifacts. That is how I became acquainted with Nodhana. I'm glad we could rescue her and pray she makes a full recovery. Quite well now, I assure you, as I say, the stronger the taste, the stronger the color, the more effective the remedy. With my body trying to replace ether I spent, however, I'm feeling rather famished. I think a sampling of local delicacies in order. Amazonian cuisine could be a good place to start, perhaps. If it's anything like normal Indian food, it's going to kick your ass, and then it's going to feel great after. I heard it is after defeating Nidhogg's skills found their way into the hands of the firmament's artisans. Steep in power as they are, it's no surprise they were conveyed. Still, it is strange legacy for the vengeful one. What an immense laboratory. How much space were enlisted to help forge double boarding skills, I wonder. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Where the hell's Thancred at? Thancred somewhere else? I don't see Thancred anywhere in here. Is he in the mix? Nope. Where he went? We're last, of course, but at least we found the place.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
Endwalker theme,
Enough
pause.
to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zod.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
She's back.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the Scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to go. As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta. And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
It is our only job. Oh, is Sidian smiling?
Yet
Pog?
who has truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
Talisman? Is this true?
I thought maybe we could just use Hraesfalger's scales too for this. He'd want to kill us.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Azim.
Look at that. Its color is completely
I'm not gonna lie, I thought of Azim immediately.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasa.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasa? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether.
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasa, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach, a gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasa can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasa, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit. I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy. I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest.
It would pique Hishtolos.
But even for us, Akasa is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
You're telling me. I'm not gonna lie, when I finally quit playing, I think I'm gonna give my computer as much of a break as she needs. I think I'm gonna give it like a half hour to an hour break, just turned off. Let it breathe, let the air flow, and give the entire system a rest. This thing's been on for over 12 hours. Working hard for me. Last thing I remember before it was being his own town was you rushing towards me. I can only imagine the hardships you and yours must have undergone. Come to rescue us? No amounts of words of sight to express my gratitude, but I hope the flower's radiant glow says everything I cannot. Well, there's nothing else to say here, so I guess we're heading back to Charlian. Let's go ahead and return, because I ain't spending money to go back. My ass. Ah, so many players. That's a lot of pink. Damn. Pink jacket, pink hair, pink eyes. You can get pink eyes in this game. So we're out the Baldusian Annex. So do we have to go in, or is she outside of it? I'm hoping she's in. Oh no, she is sitting outside. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labor safely in storage. For now, we must wait for the others to return with respective meetings with the Eorzeans leaders. As Thancred says, you should get some rest in the meantime. Alright, well, I think for me personally, I think I'm just going to end the episode here. I'm not going to go inside. I figure it's probably a good a time as any as taking a break. When we come back, everybody, I guess we'll talk to Dodo, or OG as I called him, and we'll sit there and see what else he has to add. I think I'm doing one more episode today, and then I am taking my break. I have to log out of this game. I've been on it since, as I said, it's been over 12 hours this game has been running. My computer, I think, is starting to need a break, if I had to guess, because she's been running strong for this game for the whole time, and that's about it. So, say hello to Past Demon as he gives you the outro, as always. Alright, everybody, this is Demon telling you goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Endwalker. Again, I probably won't get too lucky and have too many like openings because there's gonna be so many people playing Endwalker. So I'm doing a custom little outro for it this time around. So as I always sit there and say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks.